Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss autographed bottles. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Lenny Eckstein and Evan Van Scoik.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Yo. So we're going to be talking about autographed bottles today, and what all that means. Do we have any? Do we like them? What do we do with them once we get them? We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Evan said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Evan?
Yeah, so one of the things we started doing at the ABV Barrel Shop is trivia theme nights.
Yep.
And we just had a really great one with the Star Wars trivia theme. Got another one coming up for Harry Potter. But we're also playing with many other potential themes.
Yep.
As some other people who, in different areas, maybe you couldn't attend. But if there was something that was cool enough, what would make you want to travel into St. Louis to attend this themed trivia night? What is a good enough theme that you would want to come to it as bourbon fans, people in the industry? This
would be easy for me. Not necessarily because I'm a bourbon fan, but I think the best trivia night, and I think it would be big enough to do, but I don't think Evan, who's our trivia master, is into this, but The Big Lebowski. I think The Big Lebowski would be a fun one to do a whole trivia night around. There's plenty of trivia associated with that movie, and it would be fun to dress up like the different characters and things like that. I think that would be a great evening for sure, but I don't know.
I can appreciate that. I've bowled since the age of 8.
Okay. Hey, you like that movie too? I think it's
okay.
Yeah, it's
it has some great memorable moments.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be mine. I would like a Big Lebowski trivia theme night, but yeah.
I have a couple. Okay. So you could either do Tarantino movies, not just one, but all of them. Tarantino.
Yeah, well, I'd be in for that. I like Tarantino.
Yes,
I didn't even know McNew liked Tarantino.
I do like Tarantino movies. Chris hates them, and I didn't know that till after I married him, which would have been a deal breaker previously. But anyways, Tarantino movies, or like 90s, early 2000s horror movies.
Okay.
That's very niche. Or Rocky Horror. I will show up. Rocky Horror. Those costumes are fun.
Really?
And I love some Rocky Horror. There's some good trivia in there. Those would be my top 3. Or some
horror movies could be really great for something like around Halloween.
Time. Yeah. Halloween time. Horror movies. I also would throw in Bill Murray movies.
13th. Oh, Bill Murray movies. Okay.
Bill Murray movies. Okay.
Yeah. Those would be my top.
Okay. No true crime. No serial killer trivia with you dress up like your favorite serial killer.
I like that, but it's not for everyone.
It would be creepy. I think it would be. It wouldn't be anything I'd like want to promote. Like, here's people dressed up as serial killers in the barrel shop. I don't think that would be a good play.
I really like true crime. I like reading about it. I know a lot about it, but like you run into like some ethics when you start promoting it as a fun thing.
Right. I agree. But I know you're into that shit.
I am. But I don't want to be like, hey, true crime party, let's dress up like Dahmer. Like, nobody wants to do that. That's crossing a weird line. So
you actually just come in cereal boxes.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, with knives sticking out of them.
With knives, yeah.
Okay, all right. Lenny, how about you, man?
I mean, I'm having a hard time thinking of one. I feel like if I had not thought of one and the Star Wars one came up, I probably would have come running for that. So I'm having a hard time thinking of
What
one.
about vegan trivia where you dress up like your favorite vegetable?
I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that. If it was like foods that are better than sandwiches trivia, I'm in. If it was, I'll tell you something.
The entire trivia is just, is it a sandwich?
You know what I would not come out for? But I think it would be funny to make fun of the people included. Would be like fish trivia night. And I don't mean, I'm talking about the band.
Like the band?
Yes.
The band?
Oh,
because,
I was like trout and salmon.
Yeah. You mean like swordfish?
I knew what you were talking about. Like those. Like, so I don't think Fish is a bad band, but their fans are fucking obnoxious.
Exactly.
And I also want to make fun of them.
Are they still a thing? Are there still people
they're
who
still a
are
thing.
into
Yes,
fish?
they still
They're
tour.
huge.
They still
Yeah.
tour.
I
I've
don't
never
know.
heard of them.
No.
About it.
Shut up, Evan. You have to.
No,
You haven't even
I'm
heard
dead
of 'em?
serious.
Oh,
I
I've
have
heard of
no
'em.
idea.
Well, Evan,
Yeah, I had no idea. There's a band called
Have you
Fish.
not heard of like Ben and Jerry's?
Phish.
There's an ice cream called Fish Food. It's not like
It's
I
basically
know, like,
Grateful
fishing
Dead
scams.
wannabes. It's Grateful
are.
where they travel
interesting.
around and follow the band. It's a
Definitely
Grateful
a different-
Dead like thing.
But
Yeah.
there's definitely followers.
Are definitely followers.
My sister's one of them.
Okay,
This is
is she?
Just like an
But you could-
insane clown posse type of thing.
Well,
but way
nicer.
better.
Not as
Nicer.
They're
Yeah,
cringy,
nicer.
but not
Less
as
methy.
cringy as
yeah,
IC.
yeah,
Less
less
meth.
methy.
They're
Yeah,
not that
More
bad.
nitrous, less
the
meth.
FBI isn't watching them like they are the insane clown posse
They're
people.
not like painting their faces and throwing
The
fake.
juggalos, yeah,
They're not
the juggalos.
Yeah.
They actually have jobs. Their fans have jobs. So kidding. If you're an ICP fan, I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah.
still judging, but I'm sorry. Steve, we could do an ABV network trivia where you're like, what show did McNew pass out? What show did Becca run?
Right.
We could do
Yeah.
like,
Tim has all of the receipts.
yeah, no, like Tim Wyatt's not allowed to win that show. Tim Wyatt cannot win that trivia night.
Yeah,
Like he's grandfathered in, but I think I don't know. Probably that's just very niche, and not a lot of people would be into it. But I think it would be funny
So,
just to see what people.
so
like.
I kind of gathered. So movies and music.
movies and
Yeah.
music. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the main theme of pop culture, right? Like movies and music, and that's
Yep.
what people are really like. I feel like you have movie people and music people, and yeah, you kind of blend those together.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, there could be TV too, but yeah.
TV,
Yeah.
yeah. I would do
The
Schitt's
Office.
Creek. Schitt's Creek. I love Schitt's Creek.
Wow. Okay.
Mad Men also.
Mad Men trivia.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm thinking of like ones that I feel like have really long lasting type of like Friends,
Yeah.
The Office, people who have like very passionate, large fan
Seinfeld.
bases.
I feel
Star
like
Trek.
Seinfeld, yeah.
I feel like
What's another like Cheers?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cheers would be
Cheers.
fun.
No. No. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with Evan.
All right. First again, let's go with a single barrel of 5-year Rally Point
Okay.
from 2020. So this is the pandemic edition.
Nice.
Believe in you.
Okay. Okay. Decent.
Yeah.
I would say decent. I've got an autograph bottle in with the theme here. Andy Lang, a Leatherwood one. So yes, inscribed "Only for You fuckers" by Andy Lang. So yep, he did. He doesn't like cast strength himself.
You sure it didn't say fuckles? Because I think it kind of looks like it does.
It said fuckers.
That's fuckers. That's fuckers.
That R does sort of look like an L from a distance, but I know it was fuckers because I was there.
All right, here we go. Cork pop. Ooh,
And,
I'd say that's damn near perfection there, folks.
It was a cute little one.
Yeah, well, cute enough to take the lead for sure.
Yeah, sounded good.
All right, McNew, you're next. What do you got?
I have some Larceny A 1, 2, 3.
Nothing there. Nothing. I didn't hear anything. Lenny, you're last but not least.
Definitely not least. I've got some Leopold Brothers bourbon.
Okay. Okay. Decent. Better than most that you used to throw out there, but not enough to win. I took that one. I
That was
took it.
that was a perfect.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about autograph bottles. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Colonel Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about autographed bottles.
Yes, we are. What's your guys' take on autograph bottles? What do you think? What do you think? Do you have any autograph bottles? And if so, what do you do with those?
They're fun, but I don't say I will never drink them. Like, they might be weighted to drink, right? Like, I might put them on a different shelf and be like, I'll drink that on a special occasion. I'll drink that whenever.
Right.
But I'm never going to say that I won't open one.
Right. I'm kind of like that, but I have 3 that I don't think I'll ever open, but the rest of them, like I was drinking one signed there by Andy Lang, and I've opened up Eddie Russell ones and all kinds of I've opened up. When I drink it, and then when it's done, I throw it in the trash. I don't like any other bottle. I think it's meant to be drank, but I do have 3. So the big 3 that I've got that I'll never drink. I've got a Wild Turkey 101 signed by Jimmy Russell. Not really worth anything. It's a 101, but the great I got it signed myself by him, which is very cool. So I'm not going to do that one. I put a picture of one. I've got bottle number 1 of absinthe that Royce Neely ever bottled, and he gave that to me, and he signed it, inscribed it. Wrote a whole paragraph. Hey buddy, thanks for your friendship. Here's the first bottle I ever made of absinthe. I'd have a hard time drinking that, especially for a product I can go get a new one, and it's not that expensive. It's if I want to drink Royce's absinthe, I'll buy a bottle for $70 or whatever it is, and keep that special one. And then the last one I got, I can't open because I think it's a special bottle. I have a very early Booker's signed by Booker No that was given to me by Jerry Dalton, the former master distiller of Jim Beam, the only non-Beam family member. He gave that to me as a gift. I can't open that thing up. I mean, again, it's Booker's. It'll be good. It'll be good as any other Booker's. But is it worth opening that bottle? I'd rather have the bottle and the story as opposed to emptying it out. And I don't know. That's just me. Maybe you guys think I'm wrong, but those are the only three that the other ones I get. I'm fine drinking them. So
would you consider? So you could keep the bottle. You could drink it. Keep the bottle. Maybe refill it with like prop whiskey.
Right. But I don't know. It feels like. So you think you agree with that? I don't know. It just feels hollow if I did that. I mean, say someone gave you a car and you're like, you stripped out all the stuff and then you're like, but it's still the shell of the car. Or they gave you a house and you took out all the plumbing and all that, and you're like, oh, that's all that stuff's worth money. But I'll keep the house itself. I don't know.
Steve, I get your point, and it's because I know you're not a collector. I know you drink your whiskeys, right? So I think the ones that are special, it's okay for them to be special. It's okay to say, I'm never going to open this, because you're opening 100 other things.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
There's some people that just irritate me because they never open a damn thing. But
you open anything.
Drink yours. The ones that don't, that are so special, you're like, you know what? That deserves to be on the shelf. That deserves to be just pristine in the way it is because so-and-so signed it. I think that's fine.
Yeah. It's not a money thing. I would assume the Booker's one probably is worth some money.
And also, you're never going to resell it, right?
Right. I'm not going to sell it. I want to keep it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some people that are like, oh, it was signatured and it's sealed, I'm going to resell it. You're never going to do that.
No.
So.
No. I keep them because they're special to me. So.
Yeah.
Lenny, you probably sign a bunch of bottles. People just, when they come to your distillery and you're there, I would assume they're like, could you sign this bottle? So you do that a lot. But do you ever have any signed bottles yourself? And maybe fellow people in the business, you're a distiller, maybe you run into another distiller, and it's not uncommon. I see Royce signing bottles that he gives to other distillers. I don't think that's an uncommon practice. So what do you do with those? You just drink them? And is there any that you think are special that you'd keep?
Well, so I totally drink them, and I guess I think of it as like, I don't know, it's almost like more of an endorsement of like, hey, I made this. I expected it should be consumed. There's only one that was given to me that I will not drink, and I think I've told this story before, but it's the only bottle. I shouldn't say. Well, yeah, it's kind of the only bottle that means a lot to me that I will open, other than my Party Horse NFT bottles, which I will not open. And that is, it was like, so back in the day, current distillery 291 head distiller Eric Jett used to work at Stranahan's, and this was way back when Deer Hammer was first getting going, and Eric was at Stranahan's. That distillery was a huge inspiration for what we do at Deer Hammer, and something that they were known for back in the day was signing their bottles and writing whatever music they were listening to while the bottling was happening. And he gave me a bottle that said, sipping on some Deer Hammer, and
that's cool.
That's still in my cabinet. I think like I'll never open that one. It just, I'm sure the Stranahan's of present is probably better than the Stranahan's of like, a few years into when they started. But that's a really cool one for me.
See.
More on this question though, do you think it's weird to sign a bottle or to like sign a book? Like, so I was at a party a couple weeks ago, like, can you sign your book for me? I'm like, why? I'm literally gonna run it. I can't write. Like, my signature looks like shit. I'm like, why do you want me to sign this? I feel weird doing that. Like, Steve, Lenny, you guys sign a lot of things. Are you?
I don't know.
Why? Why do you want me to do this?
Did they also ask you to write your phone number, or is it just your signature?
No, it's just my name. They're like, can you sign it for me? And I'm like, yeah. Or if they're like, can you make it out to whoever? I'm like, that's going to look so bad because my handwriting's so bad. I'm like, I don't want to run the thing. But I'm like, I'll still
Your writing's shitty. I wish you'd take a class to learn how to write. That would be nice to have a signature that's at least legible. I at least have a signature that's legible. It's not good.
Like, I'll do it, but why do you want me to?
Because you're not. Once you write a book, you're an artist. Lenny, when Lenny's got whiskey, he's an artist. He's creating art that person, once you're maker's mark on it. Again, nothing to do with the whiskey. Your signature is validating that piece of art that you've created. That book is a piece of art, whether you think of it that way or not, because you did it and you don't hold yourself in the esteem you would with other authors. But when you put it out there, McNew, you have to expect that people are going to want that part of it. So that's just
I've never been that way though. I'm just like, yeah, I bought your product and I loved it. Like, I would never be like, sign it for me. Like, I'm not that way. I don't know. But
yeah, I think Steve's spot on with that. Like when you put like something, so much effort in something that there's evidence of that effort, you know, if it's legitimate, if it's actual artwork, it's always signed.
True. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. If somebody said, will you sign my ass? I'd say that's weird. Yes, I would.
Right.
I'm like, I would absolutely do that. I'm like, give me a Sharpie. Better see you tattoo it on there tomorrow.
Get that tattooed on there. Yeah, sure.
I've had people ask me to sign Deer Hammer hats like this, which I feel a little awkward with that because I'm like, I don't know, like how about underneath where nobody can see it or something? But but on the bottle itself, or like when I make knives for any account that buys a single barrel, I don't give away any more that don't have the like little Maker's Mark logo. Not the whiskey, my own. Hammer. Because otherwise, it's just anybody could have made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's definitely something to, as people over a really long time, we've always kind of autographed things.
Right.
It is your way of literally putting your signature or stamp on it. It's a sign of endorsement. It's a sign of support. So it makes a lot of sense. I can also see the fact that like people collect those items. Where it gets a little weird are disposable items or like wearable, washable things that are autographed or signed. Something you can't preserve. That's where I think I would draw the line. And that's why I was like, you could drink the whiskey inside and the bottle itself can still be preserved. So that's where like my thought process was going is like, if you sign the wrapper of a sandwich, are you never going to open up the wrapper? That'd be a silly thing to sign. Well,
wait a second here. Look up Tony Paco's in Toledo, Ohio. They have hot dog buns signed. That's a thing. And then they preserve them in these frames that are created, glass enclosed, frames that has all these hot dog buns, hundreds and hundreds by anybody you can think of. Do you have a Burt Reynolds one? Of course they do. There's Burt Reynolds right there. They've got everybody.
Of course.
So are they like airtight where they won't mold? Or like
they don't mold. They're airtight. It's a frame that maybe they designed it because I don't think there was a hot dog frame that was, but they're framed all over that restaurant. Tony, you can look it up online. Tony Paco's. Yeah.
It reminds me of the scene out of Step Brothers where he's like, "Do you want to see something really cool?" And he pulls out his katana.
Yeah.
He's like, "Is that Randy Jackson's signature?" It's like, yeah, I ran into Randy Jackson and it's the only thing I had on me. And it's like, I'm not going to not get Randy Jackson's autograph.
Yes. Yeah. Well, check out Tony Paco's. Yeah. That's by my in-laws. So that's why I know this. I've been there. It's in Toledo, Ohio. So check it out. Yeah. Signed hot dogs. Bob Hope. Yeah. We got Bob Hope. Yeah. So they got them.
I just think it's I'm like, I will sign anything you ask me to, but I'm like, I'm going to fuck it up. It was nicer before I signed it.
Oh, yeah. Your writing's terrible.
I will.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Your writing is an embarrassment.
It truly is.
Do you think people are going to have you sign bottles tomorrow at the ABV Barrel Shop?
I hope not.
I hope they do. We'll see.
Do you have anything from her area? Do you have some Indiana bourbon, maybe?
Not much. We've got we got some Old 55, a little bit. There's not a whole lot. We got some Bottle of Bond. We've only got 2 of our barrel pick left. That's it. Two bottles. So when I'm
do you have some Larceny?
No Larceny. No Larceny.
I'll sign a napkin or something if people want me to.
Bottles. I hope you're going to sign bottles. Yeah.
I'll sign it. I will do it.
What about other merch items that you've got at the shop?
Sure. Yeah, we've got other merch you can sign.
S that looks like an 8, and then I scribble my last name, and it is
S and an 8 and scribble. Yeah, that's good. Very caring of you.
Well, that's that's how I sign everything though. Like, I don't know. I'm good at writing. If I type it, my handwriting is shit. So
you're good at writing if you type it.
Yeah, I know. Like I could write something. I can't.
Maybe you bring your typewriter tomorrow. If someone asks for an autograph, you be like, here, let me get this 5x7 index card. I'll type up something for you.
I actually
bring in a label maker.
Yeah.
No. So apparently, like I hold pens wrong. And I had this conversation the other day. I know the people listening can't see, but you guys can. I really like hold it like this. Like I'm right-handed.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong.
How does that, like, I know people do it like
the finger point is a point. It's gonna control it by the point.
I also hold it incorrectly.
Yeah.
No, I'm like a whole
like
fist,
this.
like a fucking toddler writing.
Lenny, you're using your middle finger there. The middle finger is nothing but a balance. It's not part of it. You're holding. Lenny's directing it with the middle
Me and
finger.
Lenny are similar.
Yeah.
Like,
do you really think it fucking matters how you hold the pen? No.
Yeah,
it's just however you learned.
There's a proper way.
This is great material for a audio only.
Yeah.
No, I'm like fisting.
Our audience is drunk. Yeah, so they're fine.
It's not as if you corrected your grip, your writing would get better. That's not the problem.
It does not.
I tried it.
I'm like, because I know I do it wrong, and my mom has yelled at me my whole life. And I've tried to correct it, and it's worse. It's, if you could imagine it being worse, it is worse. And I'm like, nope, we're going.
It's an abomination. Yeah,
it's really bad.
She ruined it.
She started a new career as a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Dear God, no. But I will show you. So I had to.
Okay.
This week, I got a new hire, right? And it's boring to watch like somebody like do what you're training them. So like, I'm not a tattoo artist. I would never do that to somebody's whole body. But I made like a little flash sheet of Halloween things because I was bored as fuck. Look how cute these are.
I'm glad you got paid for that. That's awesome.
For you, those of you at home, she's got some witch's hat, some crows or ravens, some pumpkins on there, a little
Frankenstein's
monster.
Lots of spiders.
You colored those. What the hell?
Your ghosts look like little marshmallows, floating
Very
marshmallows.
millennial of you.
Yeah, very millennial. We'll take that at the barrel shop.
I like
bring that with you. We're gonna.
Do you want me to bring?
Like, bring that. We'll display that.
I have to like black this out, which is like my real company's name. Like black that out. But
you can black that out. Yeah, post production. You can take.
Look at my
that
little
out.
jack-o'-lanterns. Their eyes are even.
Is there mom on there? What is that at the bottom? What does that say?
No, that's my name. It's McNew on the bottom.
Oh, McNew. Of course. It's signed.
There you go.
It's art and it's been signed. So there you go. It says McNew.
I just had to watch people.
Full circle.
Like, God.
There it is. Yeah, we brought it all the way back around. That's not bad.
It does look like a flash sheet, but this is like not somebody that you would ever let tattoo you unless you just hate yourself. So.
The most millennial thing she could have done was make that one S. There's a S that like all the kids made back in school.
It's on every school desk in the mid 2000s. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. McNew is left again. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I went to put that on my other desk because that's where.
It goes on the other desk. Sorry. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Evan, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Wisdom Whiskey, or you can find me visiting the ABV Barrel Shop, sometimes for special events like McNew's Visit.
Yes, yeah. We had Katie in from Stumpy's today, and she's like, I was kind of thinking Evan was going to be here. Taylor said he might be here, and I was like, he's not here tonight, so no. She was dropping off dog treats. We now carry dog treats that are made up of Stumpy's spent mash, so it's dog treats.
Nice. Scout and Sage.
Yeah, Scout and Sage. Though we're going to be getting a rebranding of for the ABV Barrel Shop called Barley. So yeah,
nice.
Barley's going to have his own. Yeah. So we'll see. All right, Lenny, how about you? Where can people find you, man?
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, where you can order our bottles shipped straight to your door, and come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm going to be an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there from the ABV Network. So, again, abvnetwork.com. Also, Be sure to stop by the ABV Barrel Shop, St. Louis, Missouri. We'd love to see you. You're probably coming through town anyway. Why not stop in and see us? If you want to stick around, we've got a hotel rate at the nearby hotel. You can walk down there. It's right next to Cyberg's, a great restaurant. So check us out at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.